So South Korea is pursuing plans to build a nuclear-powered submarine by partnering with the United States. For more on this, we're joined today by Dr. Yu Ji-hoon, research fellow at Korea Institute for Defense Analyses and former ROK Navy Commander. Dr. Yu, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me here.
So South Korea is pursuing plans to build a nuclear-powered submarine. So as a former South Korean Navy commander yourself, what would acquiring such a capability mean for South Korea's naval defense?
Well, I think a nuclear-powered submarine would give South Korea a step change in endurance, speed, and operational reach. The key difference is persistence. An SSN can stay submerged for a long period and reposition quickly over great distances. That makes it highly effective for continuous surveillance, sea denial, and protecting critical sea lanes in a crisis. But I also believe this is closely connected to the alliance. If developed in partnership with the United States, an SSN capability can strengthen ROK's combined deterrence and combined defense by improving interoperability, shared maritime awareness, and integrated undersea operations. In the sense, it is not just a national capability, it can contribute to the overall combined defense postures. And of course, this requires the right foundations, strong safety standards, highly trained crews, robust command and control, and close coordination with the United States. If those pieces are in place, I think an SSN can significantly strengthen South Korea's naval defense and alliance readiness.
I see. And more broadly, how would South Korea owning a nuclear-powered submarine affect the wider region, especially as the United States appears to be shifting its focus toward countering China? How should the Korean government handle these challenges?
I think it is important to be clear about what this capability is and what it is not. A nuclear-powered submarine is not a nuclear-armed platform. It's a defensive capability focused on endurance and sustained operations, not nuclear weapons. And I believe if managed responsibly, it can support a more stable regional maritime environment. South Korea can emphasize that the purpose is to help protect the maritime commons, shared sea lanes, and the rules-based access that regional economies depend on. By strengthening maritime surveillance and undersea presence, I think South Korea can, contribute to maintaining a stable, predictable maritime security order, especially in times of a crisis. To handle these challenges, I believe the South Korean government should focus on three practical steps. First, it should communicate consistently and clearly that a nuclear-powered submarine is a defensive capability and not a nuclear weapon platform. Second, it needs a strong governance from the, start tight oversight, a mature safety culture, and non-proliferation best practices that build international confidence. Third, South Korea should coordinate closely with allies while keeping open channels of communication with regional partners so the capability strengthens deterrence and crisis stability rather than creating misunderstanding or miscalculations.
I see. Meanwhile, South Korea is currently competing with Germany for a submarine deal in Canada that's reportedly valued at more than $40 billion. What advantages do South Korean submarines have over those made by Germany, and what would winning this deal mean for South Korea?
Well, I think South Korea's advantage comes down to proven production experience, delivery reliability, and the overall partnership package. South Korea has been building advanced submarines in series for its own navy, which helps to reduce schedule risk, an important factor for Canada as it modernizes an aging fleet. I also believe South Korea can offer more than the platform itself. It can propose a long-term plan for training, upgrade, and sustainment, including strong MRO support over decades and meaningful industrial cooperation with the Canadian partners. For Canada, I think that long-term sustainment and industrial participation are often just as important as the initial delivery. If South Korea wins, I believe it would be a major strategic milestone. It would strengthen South Korea's credibility as a top-tier submarine supplier, expand its defense industrial presence in North America, and create a lasting security and industrial partnership with Canada.
I see. And before I let you go, Dr. Yu, why is defense cooperation between South Korea and Canada so important? How might it benefit both countries?
Defense cooperation between South Korea and Canada matters because both are maritime nations with global economic interests and growing security responsibilities. And I also believe both are middle powers, countries that can shape the security environment more effectively when they work together rather than acting alone. Cooperation strengthens practical readiness, interoperability, joint training, maritime domain awareness, and undersea expertise. It also makes industrial sense. South Korea brings a strong shipbuilding and MRO capacity, while Canada brings advanced operational requirements and a major modernization agenda. But beyond the capability and industry, I believe the real strategic value is that when two middle powers work together, they can expand each other's strategic space by creating more options, building deeper partnerships, and strengthening resilience in an uncertain security environment. If it's designed well, I think this can grow into true two-way partnerships that strengthen security, builds more resilient supply chains, and delivers tangible economic benefits through skilled jobs, technology cooperation, and long-term sustainment work.
I see. I guess we'll have to see how that goes. All right, Dr. Yu, thank you so much for your time and insight this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.